Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Backroads County. We are here at the beginning of July getting ready to do some harvest. Over in our smaller fields though. And I've already done one little convoy. This is our second one. Please don't hit that trailer like I almost did. Alright, so we have finally made it over this way, kinda, sorta. I think if I do another convoy, yeah, I think I'm going to be driving that John Deere. With the dualies, I think this case might have fared a little bit better. So there might be a weird cut there, and I apologize, but I am not going to make half of this video be me trying to get the convoy over here. Because AI is being dumb to the point where I had to turn off the AI cars. So we are coming across, or coming up on the expansion, I guess we can call it, for our farm. Because we took this empty plot over here, since we own all these fields around it, and we bought some buildings and had them built. So just a few buildings. Basically for storage and anything else, because I'm not sure what exactly my plan is for all these different fields. I do have a few other fields that I am wanting to purchase as well. So, yeah. We have two fields of wheat. One is oats, which may be that one. And one is barley. So, one is barley, the other one is oats for those two that are tan. And then I have two fields up here that are wheat. I think what I'm going to do, because we have 3 different trailers, and yes, I do count this one here on the end. I brought that because I just wasn't sure exactly what kind of harvest we were going to have, if it was going to be a very profitable one or if it wasn't going to be very good at all. So I figured if it's very profitable, we have the 3rd trailer just in case, as well as the trailer coming up at the end, which is our grain auger trailer. God, I wish AI would improve. And I'm just using the follow me script too. So that's the sad part. All right. And you're fired. I don't care what you have to say, you're fired. Before I do anything else, let's fire this guy as well. Paul, your friends suck. They can't drive worth a damn. At least not with the dually trailer. So if you're curious, yes, these are Millennial Farmer. At least those two, I believe, are. I think, well, yeah, even that 3rd one there on the right. Those are all from the Millennial Farmer building pack. I think it's a pack. Let's turn off all these lights that we don't really need right now. So yeah, this is the cold storage, which I don't remember if he actually had windows on his door installed, but I've forgotten that. And we do have this door here on the side. And I don't remember if Zach had a side door or not. He might have. But we do have... Ooh, I was able to open it. We do have this building here. Why does it only turn on half? Ah, there's that one. Alright, let's slow me down just a little bit. I'm jumping all over the place. Aha! Figured it out. So I kind of built all these... There's a tree growing through the building. I decided to build these because in the event that we start doing something crazy like with contracts and having our own co-op type of deal, I kind of figured that I could keep that equipment over here, but at the same time, we have this equipment over here. Oh, and this building over here is actually a, I believe it's for stones. Yeah, stone factory. So with stones, we can do stone block, slabs, lime obviously, and a statue. So I figure with all these fields around us, we can use that to our advantage and be able to not open that door, apparently. Oh, is this one that we have to go on the inside? Ooh, there's a pit. Aha! It is. So technically here we have 2 different workshops. Granted, at the home base we have like 3 or 4. So I don't know if you guys have realized that, but there's like 3 or 4 back at the shop. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I gotta stop that. So we're gonna use a jeer on these 2 fields over here, because why not? Let's get the header off of this trailer. So we're gonna unfold the trailer. And I think the one I have is the simple version. Basically, you can hit a button and it unfolds and whatnot, so. Let's unfold the header so that way we're not just dropping it straight on the ground. And this guy, I just want to get it out of our way. I thought about putting a silo system over here because of the idea of doing a co-op type of deal, but we still have quite a bit of room and nothing's set in stone, obviously, so I just didn't want, I also didn't have the funds for using the correct, or not the correct, but using the silo system that I was interested in. So yeah, I've been busting it out with contracts left and right, it seems. I have a driver right now who's doing weeding across the county, so whenever he gets done in the field that he is currently in, I will have to swap over to him and get him moved to a different one. Since the field's right here, we're just going to hop right into this field and go. There we go. I think I just have spreader on. Yeah. So let me get course play set up for this guy real quick. We're gonna do one headland, we'll do sharp, yada yada yada. And this is a smaller field, so it shouldn't take too long at all. Hello, train. Yeah, 27 minutes for him. Man, that's a loud train. Oop. Did not mean to shut it down. So we're gonna do the unloading with this header over here on the other side, so I can sneak it through later. Or not really sneak, but yeah. Let's get flipped around here. I kind of ran out of the nice clean gravel to do much else aside from those few parts, so eventually we will probably get all these paths redone. We'll just do the same thing, unload it. This time we'll get that unfolded before it actually drops, so we can just drop it right on the wheels, just like that. I tried to kind of do a color code type of deal with the trailers. So one's always going to be for Case. The other one's always going to be for the John Deere. And I don't know if any of you guys are really into following the news and whatnot, but apparently John Deere is screwing itself with its political type of ideas. And to be fair, I'm not concerned about bringing that to the channel. So I'm not going to be too concerned about removing John Deere from anything. Yes, it might go against my personal beliefs, but I'm not going to be too concerned about it for a video game, of all things. So, yeah. Now, if things get worse, then it's possible I may do that just out of the sake of me trying to maintain my own sanity and not really wanting to advertise something like that, you know, a company, even if it's in a video game like this. And if you get what I'm saying. Anyway, enough of that. We have fields to harvest. That's close enough. It's enough out of our way for us to not be too concerned about it. I think what I'm going to do is actually take this first truck over to the field with the John Deere and use that for him to empty into. But we are going to get this guy going up here in the northern field. Let's get our harvester unfolded. I'm really not sure what the harvest is going to be like on these newer fields that we've acquired. I keep forgetting that, you know, we didn't go through and fill in some of these spots. So, oops. Let's make a cut into the field here. Then I'm going to get courseplay going for him. So that way we can focus on the grain cart aspect. Yeah, 26 up here is where we have the guy working on weeding. Looks like he's not too... yeah. English. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. We can come through and get that bailed up. It's our own field, so I'm not too concerned about that. I'm going to hop out here. We're going to make our way back over here. Like I said, I want to get this guy. I felt bad because I took this truck off of a... actually, no, this is the truck I did not have on one of those two trailers. This is kind of... I think I had it initially on one, but then I got a newer truck, and yeah. So... kind of want to wait for him to come around here so that way I can just follow him and he can start unloading, but he'll probably stop to unload more than likely, which, whatever. But the reason I went through this semi-truck onto this, well, in comparison, dinky trailer, is because, well, why not? System lets me do it, so you don't always have to have a pickup truck. And to be fair, I have seen semi-trucks haul a fifth wheel kind of like this. I've seen them definitely haul like a camper fifth wheel. So what's the difference? That is one long electrical line. Hopefully we have enough slack in there that we're not pulling anything apart. Oh, is he is full. Is he gonna try to cut a... I think he is. Let's get turned around here. That's because we weren't sitting anywhere for him to register us. Huh. Sure, I guess that works. That's not too bad if he didn't even make it all the way around. That's seems to be a decent yield, in my opinion. To get a full tank already. I want to be able to pull straight out, so that way when he's done unloading, I can just get out of his way. Now it works. I gotta get a trailer over to the other field. Once he goes past, I'm gonna set this in the field. So hopefully next time he can register it and we can go about our day. There we go. I'm just gonna plop it right there. Turn it off. And get our run in for the time being. Just as I figured. Ooh. Autosave? Autosave! Oops, sorry. There's no way I can actually turn off the Jake brake on this truck, unfortunately. You made it about a quarter of the way around the field. Wow. Contract in field 26. Oh, that's the weeder. Yeah, he made it roughly a quarter of the way around. And of course he's got a big stack of straw behind him. This one might have a better yield than I was expecting. Okay, let's see here. There's yield. Ooh, a lot of green. Don't mind that. That's from the old harvest that I had. So all the 30, 31, 32, and 16 are all ones that I harvested last year. So you can see like all these gray spaces where I had expanded the field. Yeah, that's what that's from. And these flashing fields are ones that... Oh, because I'm in the wrong screen. There he is. Are all the ones that my worker is going to be doing. Oh, and I'm in his way. My bad, bro. I wasn't paying attention. Don't hate. Say that's right, just keep going. No need to dump into this. Alright, so because he's done right there, we're just gonna pull up here. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, we're back in yellow, but is there a reason for that? Yes, it is. We went from loam to little spout of loamy sand, which looked like it was decent. And then looks like majority of over here is more of that silty clay, that dark blue color. So, fortunately, that dark blue color may hinder our harvest, but it seems like we've done enough of what we can to ensure that our harvest should be very, very good. Let's see here. I want to take a look. No, not that one. This one. So where are we looking as far as... Okay, so December is actually the highest point. We are here in July, which is the lowest point. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and store the wheat. We're also gonna store the barley. And the oats. Looks like everything we're gonna store. We're gonna store in our silo system until December for that. Do I have... I do not have a canola. Oh, that's right. I did sunflowers in 30. I forgot about that. When is... Okay, so February for that. Actually, January or February. Not too far off from each other. Okay. That's these... Nope. Sorghum. What about sorghum? Because we have field 23. That should not be too far off. And that's December as well. Alright, December and January. Before it starts to drop. Soybeans and corn, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. What about that stuff? February for... no, that's sunflowers. Actually, if we had that ready to go... Which I don't think we're going to get that harvested in time. Oh, yeah, that's still like middle of the road as far as growth goes. Soybeans, yeah, soybeans don't harvest until October, beginning of October time frame. Same with corn. So, yeah, those we're just going to store until next year. Well, corn can be sold in December. June or September, apparently. So that's fine. But yeah, soybeans for certain. We'll wait until June time frame, June, July, to do that. Wow, he's already got... Good thing I have crop destruction turned off. Jeez. Good to see that he's already got a decent load. Oop. Let's move this over to that side of the field. Let's hope that I can get to him before he outright stops and tries to locate me. Because they sometimes will do that. They'll go to where I was sitting. And, there's not much I can do at that point. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Is catch him on this little strip if I can. I know this isn't exactly a grain cart, but if it gets him empty, it gets him empty. That's right. Just stop and let me unload you. Alright, well, I think I'm going to continue on with our harvests of these 4 fields. And I will catch back up to you when we are done so we can get an idea of how we're looking as far as our harvest goes. What our potential income might be here in the future. This truck just is so sensitive when he goes backwards, so I don't know. I wish that wasn't the case. Well, we finally got done with harvest. Yeah, it took us a hot second. But all 4 fields are done. And while it looks like we have 3 trucks here filled, you're partially right. Because our wheats and our oats didn't even get 2 full trucks between them. Our barley, however, let's see here, which was 1 field. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 full trailers. Plus, we still have, let's see here, we have 73% left in this. So, let's get these guys unloaded. I think the only thing that I have in my silo right now is, as far as what we're going to be unloading, that is the wheat. Because we didn't harvest corn, we didn't harvest sunflowers. And for some reason, I still can't manage to get the stones out, so they're kind of stuck there. So according to my gauge here in the truck, we have about 8,700, a little over 8,700 bushels of wheat in this trailer. So like I said, we are starting off with already having 11,285 units. I don't know if that's bushels or what, or if it's liters, or, well, I think its base game is liters. Yeah. So that's what we're starting with. Like I said, I don't think it's equivalent to bushels, but let's see. Alright, so that back hopper was about 22% full. Front hopper was plumb full. Let's take a look at the wheat, because that is the only trailer that we had wheat in. So we started off with what? 11,000? We're now at 318,000? Yeah, it looks like it's liters. Looking at my detail here on my tablet. So, yeah, actually, bushel-wise, that had brought us up to 9,000 bushels, a little over 9,000 bushels. So, let's get this thing parked up, then we'll grab the so this one we're not going to do just yet. We're going to hop in and dodge here. This has about almost 1,500 bushels of oats. So, we didn't get too much off of there. Can I make this turn? Probably not. At least it's not a normal semi-trailer. So this should be relatively quick and painless. Yep, just as I thought. 52,000 units are now in the hopper, or in the last and certainly not least is our row of trailers. So we finally got everything unloaded. I'm not sure why this didn't update. Maybe it's because of some of the newer silos extensions we put on the back side. Should be these guys. So maybe it's just not registering them. I'm not sure. But we did have 3, so we added 4 more. Because it's nice to have that kind of storage capacity, especially when you don't want to sell when, you know, prices are at their lowest. So yeah, that's not lining up. So what we ended up with total is, and I'll say this in bushels, and I wish I could move the screen that I'm looking at for you, but with wheat we are at 9,041 bushels. Barley ended up with 7,453 bushels. Corn, stones, and sunflowers we already had. Oats, we ended up with 1,492. Keep in mind though, we had a little bit of wheat in there, maybe about 1,000 bushels, maybe. Mainly for chicken feed, so we are back to being fully stocked. And with the expansion that we added, we're only at 2% full. The one trailer was definitely a struggle to get it unloaded, because as it was rising, the back end, or the trailer itself was rising up, the back end was getting too low and getting out of that sensor box. So I wish I could fix that, but I'm nowhere near skilled enough in Giant's editor to do that. Maybe I will start getting into that for Farm Sim 25. Speaking of which, I do believe I misspoke in one of my last videos, and I called it FS24. I apologize. Mainly, I believe I said that because a lot of videos I was watching were from FarmCon 24, and a lot of the videos said FarmCon 24, like in one of the corners of the screen. So I think I had that in the back of my mind when I was talking about Farm Sim. It is called Farm Sim 25, not 24. But it is coming out this fall, I do believe. Crikey. I know I have college football coming out here in, what's the day, the 11th? So about, I think it's what, 8 days? Should be coming out on the 19th. So I can't wait for that. I don't know if I'm going to bring any of that to the channel or not, as I almost sideswiped my pickup truck. Don't want to scratch up this beautiful paint scheme that we have on this Peterbilt. So I did mention, I don't know if it was earlier in this video or one of my other videos. I think it was earlier in this video. Yeah, it was, because I mentioned we were over checking out the additions. So one of the things I do want to mention is that this farm here at the home, the farmstead, we have probably, I believe it's 3 different workshop areas, I guess is the best route to put it. This building, for one, almost has like 2 in it. So I have these 2 bays that we have set up for our semi-trucks. And with the way this building is designed, you have the black and white stripes in this bay as well as the other bay. But if you remember, if I can get set up right, you have to go into that office to actually do anything. And it does recognize anything within these 2 black lines. There's one over on that side and over in the other bay. So it does recognize that. And don't mind the auger. It's the only way I could get the harvesters in without having too much issue. I got something going on. I don't know if it's a recent mod I added or what. That I'm still having some issues with as far as causing lag. So I need to figure that out. It's getting annoying. I think part of it may help the fact that I got everything kind of put away. So yeah, I have that building there that has a workshop. And our newest building over here is our toys workshop. And when I say toys, I mean toys. I mean, I can, bring anything into this, especially with the massive bays, if I really needed to. But when I say toys, I mean toys. So boats, RVs, plenty of them. Even a, big bus chassis type of RV. And they look tiny in this massive building. But yeah, that kind of setup as far as being able to bring them in here, do maintenance on them, do work on them, that type of deal. But at the same time, I can bring my trucks in here, do oil changes, things like that. This is probably going to be the most suitable for doing oil changes and things like that for my non-farm equipment. Just so that way I can kind of keep things separated. Keep the road equipment separate from the not road equipment. And of course, our garage up here, the original, has its own workshop there in that left bay. So this home has 3 separate workshops. It wasn't planned that way. I just like the buildings, so it kind of worked out. So I think we're going to call the video there, guys. So as always, if you happen to like what you see, if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post and not just select you here and there. If you made it this far in the video, guys, I want to say thank you and I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. I do hope you all have a very wonderful rest of your day. We will catch you in the next episode. So take care. Peace.